Aztecs, meantime, find a new home in the Pac-12. Are we still calling it the Pac-12, Coach? Coach John Kentera is here joining us. Good morning.
Morning, Raul.
Listen, the Pac-12, which is now, technically it's the Pac-2, the Pac, we don't know how many. What does this mean for football and for basketball at SDSU? We saw the athletic director yesterday got choked up about it. It means a lot to them. Explain it to the fans here.
Well, I think, number one, let's face it, even though it's the Pac-2 right now with Oregon State, Washington State, it still has history.
Yes.
And they've got to, put the conference back together. Let's not mistake, it's not USC, UCLA, Washington, Oregon, Arizona State, Colorado, and Utah are going to be in the conference. They've already moved on to other conferences. They're going to put this back together. I think it's definitely an upgrade from the Mountain West Conference, even though you're coming with 3 other Mountain West Conference schools. They'll have 6 in the conference right now. They're going to start in 2026, 2027 academic year. But they're going to have to go get 2 more. According to the NCAA, you got to have at least 8. There's talk about Memphis. There's talk about Tulane, UTSA.
Really? Geography matters not anymore in college sports.
No. Well, we saw that with what USC and UCLA decided to do, and some of the other schools. But this is not the Pac-12 that you and I grew up with. Okay. Yeah. But it's an upgrade. Right now, Mountain West Conference teams are getting about $5 million per year. That contract, it's kind of interesting. That contract is going to run out at the end of next year, the final year that the Aztecs, Boise State, Colorado State, and Fresno State will be in the conference. And then, what is the Pac-12 going to be able to deliver? Now, the other thing that people aren't talking about a whole lot is with 2 years' notice, those 4 schools that are making the jump from the Mountain West Conference to the Pac-12, they've got to pay the conference $18 million. Okay, now if they would have only given them a 1-year notice, it would have gone up to 36. From what we're hearing, the Pac-12 will probably foot the bill for that. They're at least going to help the schools out, because I don't think San Diego State or any of those schools could pay $18 million and walk away.
That's a lot of money.
But the big thing with San Diego State, it's definitely, I know their fans are excited. I'm excited. Growing up here in San Diego, I've always wanted to see San Diego State in the Pac-12, even though it's not the Pac-12 that we grew up with. It's still the Pac-12. It's got more cachet than the Mountain West Conference. But the Aztec coaches and the administration, they've got to realize they're going to have to put more money into recruiting. Obviously, the travel, you're going to still be pretty much in the Western region. But the coaching staffs, they're going to have to start recruiting a higher level of athlete right now. You can't wait a year or 2 years. You got to start going after a higher class of athlete than you've been recruiting. You got to do that right now.
It's an interesting take because, it has the cachet, it has the history, but that conference got blown up. It is no longer the case. So how do you get these new recruits to basically say, I'm in the Pac-12? These recruits are smart. They know what's going on. There's how is this not the Mountain West with a new name now?
Well, you got to also throw in the NIL, which is a major problem right now.
And will the Pac-12 still have the money they used to have for NIL that's different?
Well, we're going to have to find out with their TV contract. But it really works out well, Raul, that the Mountain West Conference TV contract is coming up simultaneously when these 4 schools are going to be moving. And, I'm really anxious to see what schools are going to go after. Memphis and Tulane, for some reason, seem to be really high, at least in the media, high on the pecking order. Why, I don't know. Yeah. I would think UNLV, because they're playing all these college basketball tournaments over there, I would think UNLV, even though their football program has not been very good, they're kind of on the upswing right now, football-wise.
Yeah.
But I would think UNLV, when it's all said and done, is going to get a pretty good look.
You talk about NIL, you talk about the football, basketball, and all that. What about the other sports within these schools? How do they benefit? Will they benefit?
Well,
are they moving?
Well, I think they all benefit if you're getting more TV money. And let's face it. I remember one of the board of directors of the California board that voted on UCLA being able to go.
Right.
He called me and wanted my opinion. And I said to him, I go, give me a reason other than money why UCLA wants to go to the Big Ten. He goes, I can't. And it's all about the almighty dollar right now. Yeah. The other thing, real quick, baseball. Boise State doesn't have baseball. Colorado State doesn't have baseball. So, of those 4 teams that are coming in, only 2 of them bring a baseball program.
You ever see what an absolute revolution in college sports It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
the
I
money
mean, yesterday
and
was
the
mild
money.
compared to what we went through a year ago.
Before we let you go, let's talk about quickly. I was at the Aztecs football game last weekend. Zero offense. It was kind of what's going on here. They couldn't get anything going. They're
Right.
playing Cal up in Berkeley.
Going to be tough. They
it's
beat
gonna be
Auburn
tough.
last week.
What's Sean Lewis got to do to make adjustments, and how do you see the season going with the new head coach?
Well, I think I'll be honest with you, and I went down and listened to Sean Lewis after that game. It would have been easy at 10:30 at night on a Saturday night to go home and not go down there. But I went down there and I asked him a couple of questions. It's going to be a work in progress. If this team could go 6-6, I think that would be a heck of a coaching job. Remember, they lost 42 players for a variety of reasons when the coaching staff changed. NIL guys not fitting into the system. He brought in 48 new players, got a rookie, freshman quarterback. It's going to take a while. People are going to have to be patient. But I'll tell you what, their defense has been a little bit better than I expected.
True.
And the offense is very slow. But let's see what happens. It's going to be a tough one against Cal. Cal, great. They went down to Auburn and beat Auburn
They went to
last week.
Alabama and beat Auburn. I couldn't believe that was
Yep.
amazing. All my Bear friends were like, "Oh, okay, whatever." Coach, we appreciate it always.
Thanks for having me,
Always good
Raul.
talking
Have a great
with you.
weekend.
You as well.